It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And boom. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guideline and chasing the dream. I'm your host of Maniacal, Menace, Kyle Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, goddammit, today we got another funny guy on the side of me. Jason J
works.
Jason J.
J.
Okay, nice.
JJ.
Your boy Jay, as you can see him on Instagram. How you been, man?
Good, man. Good to see you again.
Yeah, we've just had a terrible discussion about the laws out here in Texas. Oh, man. Yeah, it is. I'm still going through it, everybody. Still going through it. Yeah, apparently I put up my mugshot on one of my on one of my podcast flyers, and everybody's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm fine." Just having to deal with the dumbness that's out in Texas. It is not fun. It is. I mean, it was a drive to get here, which wasn't too bad. I got to see the city, which is always nice. But I'm just not sure what they're doing construction on, because it doesn't. I never see anything being built. I just see that lanes are like fucking closed off. I'm like, why are we down to one lane?
It's just like the justice system. It's just they're just fleecing. Like, this construction will be done never. Keep that funding coming, though.
Keep it coming, boy. They know how to siphon some money out your pockets. Oh, man. So how has your comedy career been going on in Texas? You from Texas?
I'm from here. Mm-hmm.
Born and raised?
Born and raised in Houston. I did spent some time away, about 10 years in the military. I know you were a military kid as well.
Yeah, everybody in my family is military.
Really? Everybody but you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of opposite. I'm like the only one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and probably surprised everyone. Like, what are you doing? But it's probably a good thing. Yeah. But yeah, then came back here. But comedy's new for me as far as performing. Stand up. I started this year. Yeah. So probably about May, end of April, beginning of May is when I started going like every day.
Full force.
Every day there was a mic, pretty much. And multiple a night if possible. That was the goal. So kind of maybe progress faster than other people because I was able to do that. Yeah. Able to get there more frequently. So,
that's always a good thing.
Yeah, and then meet some people that, to kind of help you out, tell you which places to go and really sharpen yourself.
That's definitely what you need. That's definitely what you need, especially when it comes to a scene that's big like this. Because if you don't really know where to go, you're not really... The progression is there, but it's like I'm just working out in front of a whole bunch of other comics that I already heard this.
Or nobody.
Or no one.
Because when you're new too, like you could spend 3 hours in the club or more waiting to go last in front of the host and nobody else.
It is like, what did this help?
Chairs.
What did this help?
Like, I guess just recite this. I guess that helps for that recitation exercise, but I could have done this in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
I got a better reaction.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now, because back in New Orleans it wasn't the same. Like back in New Orleans you can get at least 2 mics a night, all week. It's up on Sundays. Sunday is a day to rest. But other than that, like Sundays as well. There was always a mic just to go ahead and go to, and you can you see your progression of where it goes. Like, oh, I hit this one, I hit that one. Oh, this tag works here, that tag works there. And the community of people that you have out there, it wasn't. It's probably grown now, but back then it wasn't so big to where when you had certain friends that you would hang around and be like, oh, this feels like a good bunch. I could fuck with these people. Most of the time it's I know a few people out here, but it's just like, oh no, we don't we don't have the same likes. Like we don't. I don't vibe with you as if I would vibe with
There's
other people.
No crews.
Yeah.
Like I have a little crew. You saw those guys. That's how I found out about that show.
Ah, nice.
One of those guys put me on. So
Yeah.
we're kind of an anomaly that more than just like, there's ones and twos of people that are buddy, but kind of an anomaly to have 4 or 5 people in this game, because it's usually kind of cutthroat, kind of
very much.
Everybody feels like they got to keep their cards close.
Yeah, and that's how it is in L.A. I stayed out there for about a year, and it's just like, oh, okay,
I think it's kind of universal.
Yeah.
Seems like everywhere. I mean, I know nothing really. I'm brand new, but it just seems like that's kind of the vibe.
What got you into comedy?
I've always been into comedy. I've always been a huge fan of it. I even started writing a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the things that I'm working on now, I wrote them all long time ago. So it's always been there. It's been issue with trying to find the time and the scheduling with work and all that, financial situations. Didn't just having the balls to do it. It was some
all those things factor.
You have traumatic things in your life, and you go from like I'm the coolest guy in the room to like I'm a piece of shit. And you got to build yourself back up. Unfortunately, it took me a little longer than I would have liked, but I made some positive changes in my life, and then now here we are. But I've always been a fan of it. My dad actually did stand up for a little bit.
Really?
It's just kind of in the blood, and we've always been like jokey.
You are like the first person that I've talked to.
Oh, really?
After these, I've been doing this for like 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
This podcast, and you're the first person I talked to that somebody in the family has actually done stand up besides them. Like that's wild. When was his stint of stand up that he did? Was it when you were younger? Did you?
No, I was older. I may have even been out of the house in the military at that point. I can't remember. And because I remember my brother, who's 4 years younger than me, he was older, like teenager at least.
Yeah.
So, I was probably like in my 20s maybe.
Yeah.
And so he's had all of his career and everything, and he jumps into it even older than I am now.
Yeah.
So, but he started, I don't know how many open mics he did, because I just remember him immediately like booking gigs, like out of town gigs, and it wasn't for a lot of money. It was just enough to pay for the trip out there, and back type of thing. But he recorded I have a CD of his around here somewhere.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you really got into it.
Yeah, he was at the Improv. I have a picture of him at the Improv on stage.
What?
It's crazy. Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, like I just assumed that people in my family were funny, so this is the reason why I do comedy. But nobody that I know had any siblings or parents or anything like that that actually did that actually understand what we go through when we get on the stage. Because that stage is a different monster. It's a bit challenging.
That's the biggest hurdle.
Yeah. Getting on. Did somebody like give you a boost to get up on stage, or you was just like, because I mean, you said it took you a minute.
Well, yeah, it did. I had tried a few times, or like I said, I had material for a while, so there was a couple times I'd get to the club and like lose confidence at the last minute, or like, and it was because I would tell my jokes to like a friend.
Yeah.
And my best friends are like the worst. Like, so I'd be like, "Hey, let me run this by you," and they'd just be like, I'm like, "Oh, your silence is super encouraging. I think I'm gonna go back to the drawing board."
Yeah, that is the worst, especially from your friends because those the ones you trust in the most, and when they just give you the silent look, and it's like, oh. No, so this ain't work. Usually what growing up doing it is what I thought about. This is like, I've noticed that if I'm just having a regular conversation and what I find extremely funny or what my friends find extremely funny in that conversation, that's what I would go with.
Right.
And usually that would be me kind of like working on my bits or whatnot, or that's where a bit would come from. And so I would take that because it's something natural. You know, I want to always finding my voice was one thing, but actually finding what I do in the actual life and then bringing that to the stage, that was another thing. Because in the beginning, I just wanted to just like, oh, I got this joke, cool, boom, let's see if this works. Yeah, something silly, something that'll fucking captivate people, something that'll grab people's attention.
Goofy, weird.
Yeah. And then because I have a whole bunch of shit there because I recorded damn near all my sets and shit. So when I would go up, record, now I have like just years and years of like old recordings, and I go back and I listen to it and I'm like, I can't listen to this anymore. This is trash, yo.
Yeah, that's good. You can tell the difference.
Oh yeah. It's a huge difference from the things I used to say to the
Like
things that I talk about now. Yeah. I mean, I have it as a learning curve now, and like I put some of them up on my podcast, like for certain shows. I call it Going Into the Vault, and you know, some of these things, like it was before cancel culture was a thing, and you know, sometimes I really have to. I don't do it too often, but sometimes depending on what I start off with, I'm like, oh no, I can't put this up. I've actually listened to myself in a drunken stupor way back when, and I was like, I am an asshole. Like this is me. Every time I get drunk, I never realized that I was that person, and until you hear it back, and it's like, oh, I've changed. Yeah, I like the change. You know.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Where have you been performing at out here?
Anywhere that'll let me out, but I go probably. The place I started at is not even the comedy club. It's called Brazil. It's just a little. I think it's a coffee.
I think I've heard that place.
I think they sell coffee. They sell food that's all too expensive for me.
Yeah, perfect for comedy.
But they have an outdoor stage, and so I've started there. But you asked, you know, what kind of got me started? What kind of spurred this along was actually another friend / my cousin that he was at. He also met him. He was with me, but he didn't perform. He was just he was my ride.
Yeah.
But he was also there to support. But yeah, he kind of was like, hey, let's go, and like he went up too. So it was kind of like
nice.
that extra little push, and he's very supportive. Unlike my other friends that are like, you've made me laugh harder. You know, they give you, that's what it is. They give you that. It's like, that's funny, but you've made me laugh harder. Just like you're saying, like conversational stuff.
Right.
They're like, you made me laugh harder when you sent me a meme or something, you know. But yeah, he started me, and we started going there, and we got some early encouragement from the host there, Timely. You might have met
Time
her.
to Rain,
Yeah, she's great. Like she just, you know, she wasn't like, you guys are killing it, but she was like, hey, you're
got
interesting enough.
potential.
Yeah, you might have something, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe she says it to everybody, but she told us, and that was a little bit of extra, like, okay, well, I'm going to come back next week at least.
Yeah.
You know, and started doing that, and then it went to her other mic at Avant Garden, which is on Thursdays, and, you know, kind of building up some momentum to where, you know, come May, I was going there. Both of those spots, I was going to Secret Group like every day, because they have a mic every day. Now, sometimes they're at midnight, but you can get up for some chairs and a host if you want, and a DJ.
Definitely.
Who's looking at his watch. Like,
I can't wait to leave.
But yeah, those places were Secret Group, like I said, every day. So it was kind of like the gym for that. Like, and sometimes you just knew, like, I'm going to eat a fat one.
You're going to definitely eat one.
At least sometimes there would be some other comics there. So it was a cool hang, like getting to know people. Didn't really like boost my career in any way, but at least everyone knows who I am now.
That's good. Yeah. I'm not in the right places when it comes to being down here in Texas doing comedy, which things have slowed down for me for that sense, just because like I don't since I've been doing this for quite some time, I don't feel the same way that I've always felt as when I was growing in comedy. So it's a bit different. You know, I can't just come in and be like, hey, man, can I be part of your crew? Now, you know, I'm here. You know, what's up, man? I'm funny, too. But, you know, not everybody is. It's kind of like a pecking order. I just bought a chicken today, so I understood. I bought another chicken. So I had to understand that the pecking order of things, and it's like,
really getting into that country life.
Yeah,
up
oh
there.
yeah. You know, and I don't want it, but now it's kind of it just came.
Just trying to fit in.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the first one, the first chicken just appeared on the porch, and I was just like, okay,
Run away.
yeah. I don't know where it ran away from, but you know, I kept it.
So it's a rescue chicken.
Sure. You know,
Pat yourself on the back.
This motherfucker had a fucked
Shout out
up
to
eye. Yeah, for real. Because wherever it was gonna go before that, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been accepted. This motherfucker got a eye. You know how Rocky went after Rocky got beat up? That one eye that was just closed halfway. Yeah, that motherfucker. It's just starting to open a little bit now.
He was pecking on your door, looking over his shoulder.
Yeah. He only had one way to look, and it's like, who beat you? Somebody's fighting you. Come on. I got you. I put him in the backyard now. So she is. Yeah, I brought another chicken today at the flea market, and it's a better looking chicken. This chicken got both eyes, which is nice. I enjoyed this chicken having both eyes. You know, but
three total eyes.
Three total eyes compared. Yeah,
three chicken
between
eyes
all of them. And like the chicken with one eye was like, "Oh fuck no, you're not coming back here thinking that you about to eat my shit." And they started fighting. Well. She started to beat the other one up. Yeah, I hope. You know what? I really do hope that nothing happens because I'm not there at the moment. And, you know, you got to at least for 3 weeks. These motherfuckers are gonna fight and gonna be beefing between each other. And you know, I'm not there the entire time. And my wife, she does not care for chickens at all. So, so it's like,
how do you end up with 2 chickens and a wife that does not care for chickens?
Well,
you're gonna end up with just 2 chickens, bro. It's gonna be just the 3 of y'all, 5 eyes.
And I don't even know when it's supposed to lay eggs or not. You know, inflation is a motherfucker.
You do have a male and a female, right?
No, just 2 females. The male, if the male comes, that means that the chicks are gonna be there. The male is just there to fertilize the eggs. Chickens are they're gonna lay eggs regardless. You know, yeah. You know, there's roosters around. Like, but you know, I just don't want the roosters to come into the pen because I don't want to have to deal with more little bitty chickens. Right. You know, that's not what I'm looking for. Enough. Yeah, two is fine.
3 eyes, 2 chickens is plenty.
It's plenty enough. So you know, at one point we had a dog that just showed up on the porch, and you know, we would feed it and shit. Yeah. But see, the thing is, every time an animal shows up, like I don't care for the animal immediately. But immediately my wife gives it a name. And I'm like, well, God damn it. Now I feel for it now. Yeah. Like, it has a first and last name. It's like, what the fuck?
Gave it humanity.
You did. Like, and so now I have to take care of it.
Some dog. And now it's...
Now it's Girly Goo. Yeah. That's what she... Girly Goo. Yeah. She gives it these little cute names. And I'm like, now you're going to feel bad when it gets rolled over. Yeah. And we did. We did feel bad. That motherfucker got hit by a car. It was dumb. It was a dumb dog.
Yeah, I can't let my stupid dog out. He will run straight to Willcrest and be in that bayou like that. Yeah. When I try to walk him, we turn the corner, and you know, you saw it. It's a fairly busy street.
Yes, it is.
He tries to walk into the street. I'm like, what are you doing? You want to smell the cars? Yeah. It's not going to work out like you think. That's why he has no teeth.
Out there where I stay, the dogs, I think it's all in them to chase the cars. I don't understand why.
The cars are the ops.
Yeah. Apparently. No, all of them do this. Like I've never seen, like I've seen certain dogs chase cars and shit, but not all of the dogs on the street. You know, certain dogs are like, hey, I understand that's not what you should be fucking with these cars and shit.
It's like a dog gang.
Yeah, basically. But the good thing was like this dog kept all of the other dogs away from my house, which was nice. The boss. Yeah.
He's like, here, hold up.
Yeah. Don't come over here. This is my people. They feed me. And they had a pit bull that was running around for quite some time. I don't know where this pit bull was at. It probably got picked up.
He's up there. Barky probably wants to come in.
Yeah, I heard him. You can let him in if you want. It's all right. Like, yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's just the farm life. I don't, and so that's kind of how I feel when I venture off into the city. I'm coming in from the outside. People are like, oh, hey man, I see you around before. Oh, how's it going?
Right,
okay.
you have to meet everybody again.
Right. Yeah, and everybody's. It's like they don't remember. It's like what happened? What I know I haven't been seen for quite some time.
They try to do that to me sometimes. I'll be away for like a week, and they'll be like, "What's your name again?" I'll be like, "Man,
oh, shit." Yeah, I've been doing longer stints than a week.
Instagram.
That don't mean
my
nothing.
name.
Yeah, them Instagram follows don't mean shit. Like I've done longer stints than a week, and it is. It is like,
who you are.
Yeah. Oh, you living here now? Man, I've been here for 4 years. The fuck are we talking about? We do this often. Like, oh, okay.
Let's get reacquainted again.
All right. I guess I'll come back out to here. It just don't feel the same. I just can't. I can't get the feeling back in it. Like, and then I got all this other home shit that I got to deal with.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah, it's definitely a hard balancing act.
Yeah.
But hey, man, you know me now.
Yeah,
so
true that.
I'll meet you at some mics. I don't have a car right now, but
I feel that. Ain't no thing though. Ain't no thing. You stay in the hub though. You are.
Yeah,
you
it's
are
close.
in
Beltway and
the area
right there.
That's what's up. Like, yeah, I won't get to see what that feels like because. So it's just like, but everybody always tells, oh, you got to come into the inside, to the inland.
Yeah, you really do.
It's like, can I find something on the outside?
There actually is some spots closer-ish to you that I don't go to because they're too far from me.
Yeah.
That I could tell you about if you don't already know about, like over in Tomball. I don't know.
No.
If you know where that's
at. I know Tomball's at. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
there's
I don't
a few
know.
spots over there,
There's
like on
a place in
Luetta.
Tomball? Really?
Yeah.
Huh. No,
There's a great host, Jay Cookie.
Oh,
Shout out
Cookie.
to Jay Cookie.
Yeah. Shout out. I heard it on the radio.
Luetta, I believe it's on Wednesday nights. Look at me just giving out plugs.
There you go. That's what's up. Yeah, that is good. Jay Cookie was on 290. Wait,
yeah, she's
97.1.
She hosts a show on Wednesday that I haven't been to yet.
I heard her on the box one morning.
Oh yeah,
and she told her story about her a boyfriend or her ex-boyfriend. Yes.
Her boyfriend.
Yeah, she told that story, and they hung up on her because they were like, "Oh no, oh no!" It was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
like this shit was hilarious, and I've heard that before.
Was too much for them.
But the thing that they were doing is they was trying to give sympathy to this guy.
Oh.
Yeah, and she came on. She like, "Fuck him," this is what I did, and they're like, "No."
Two problems gone.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, that's awesome that she made it to the radio." I don't even know if she knows that anybody heard her on the radio.
She's been on TV too.
Yeah,
like Judge Joe Brown or something. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. That was the whole. Yeah, she mentioned that as well. Yeah, she hosted the last time I was at MPH Comedy, which was at the Cigar Bar. It's at the Cigar Bar up in the Spring area. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she brought out Good Head, meaning like the lube for when you want to suck people off and shit. And I've known for her to carry a pistol penis in her trunk,
she does
which is
keep that thing on.
Yes, yes, she is a interesting character and hella hilarious.
Yes,
I'm like good. But so Tomball, she's hosting a show.
Yeah, there's a show over there, and I think there's another place called Jive Bar that's also on Luetta.
Okay.
They do some stuff. But yeah, there's some more stuff popping up in Spring and Tomball area that I've seen lately. I just haven't been to it yet.
That's good. I'm
kind of in between.
I really need to. I need to find places, but doing shows at the Cigar Bar, and it's just like they're there to listen because they're there. They understand what Thursdays is gonna be. It's gonna be free comedy night, and it's gonna be they book comics and shit, but. It's not that many people in there. They're spaced out. They come in there, they had their cigar, and come in there, they had their little whiskey and shit. And so when you go in there, like you can get them, but if you don't get them,
It's low
It
energy.
is. Oh my goodness!
There's a lot of spots like that. Well, even like these outdoor spots which I kind of, like I said, I kind of started out doing those. I still do those.
Mm-hmm.
There's another great spot, since I'm plugging everyone enough.
Yeah,
my
get it
friend
in.
Travis has a mic on Monday nights that you would probably like too.
Monday.
It's at a place called the New Potato, but it's like a variety mic too.
Yeah.
So, and it's a small crowd, but they're like really into it. Like sometimes it's only a few of us there. Sometimes it's 10 people on the mic. Sometimes it's 3 people sign up.
Yeah.
But the little group that's there is pretty receptive.
I like that. Yeah.
And just the fact they do the variety show, they
That
like
helps
seeing
because
new
it
stuff.
actually keeps people interested. Besides just being comics, I mean, besides just being comedy, it's always like, especially the people that brought other people there for the show, and it's like, oh, this is good. Like,
Something
I get to see comedy within. I'm coming to see my friend play the guitar,
Right.
But also there's comedy,
Right.
Yeah,
And that's some people don't like it, especially the outdoor shows. My point I was trying to make with the outdoor shows is like, sometimes whether there's a good reception or not, you can't hear it. So it's like you're saying with the low energy thing, it's almost like that. I'll get off stage sometimes and be like, oh, that seemed to go terrible. Like, no, there's people laughing. Like, well, I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't hear anything but this fan over here.
There is a thing about those rooms that actually when the sound kind of just dissipates out into
Drowns
the ether.
everything.
Yeah, but when you get
You feel
off,
like they can't hear you either.
yeah.
Like, can y'all hear me up here? No, that's how I
Oh,
just mentally
yeah.
I'm like, y'all even hear me? 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't hear you. You know.
The great thing about that is when you feel as if you done bad, but when you get off, you got people, hey man, that was really good. And it's like,
yeah.
oh, you heard that? Oh, okay, so I did well.
You were listening.
Oh, thank you. And you get that personal interaction with people,
Yeah.
which I really do enjoy that. And a variety show is really nice. And I've kind of like brought the variety to like the poetry show just because.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers are
It's not like depressing or
oh,
like
there's sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't even feel like doing this right now, yo. You've brought
I'm
me
crying
to
right now.
I am at a level right now to where I just need to give a whole bunch of people hugs. I need to call my mama right now, like Jesus, yeah. And then you come out there and you talk about fucking grandmothers and shit, and then people are like, whoa,
hold up. Yeah.
that's a lot better than this pedophile joke that this pedophile poem that we had. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You made something funny out of it. He was over here crying.
Yeah. So it has opened my eyes to like a whole new fucking realm.
I was wondering about that though. When you're at like a serious theme or serious tone night, like just a poetry mic, and you do something weird like that, how is it received?
Oh, it's very receptive.
Okay,
like because
like they're welcoming
there,
like a different
yeah.
emotion.
Also, I have a different energy from everybody else anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't throw off anybody. Like maybe the other performers are like, what?
Oh no,
They're cool.
No. They're I mean, because everybody, they're very supportive. Like everybody,
Sure.
Like that's
like
where I made
the
my
least
most friends.
supportive of any mic is a comedy mic.
Yes.
All the music mics, all of the other acts, poetry,
Yep.
freaking burlesque,
They'll pat you
whatever
on
it
your back.
is.
Like, good job.
They act like you are the greatest, and then the comedians are like, "Yeah, we got another comic."
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And
Another
it's
person
just like
to step
9
on
comics.
our shoes and just like, what?
Yeah,
Jesus.
somebody else to make fun of you. You know?
Yeah, it is. I was taken aback the first time when I've actually did it, but I knew how it was gonna go because it took me a long time to curate what I have now. But I understand how it's gonna go just because like I've done it for so long now to where it's just like, oh, motherfuckers are gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, in a good way though, not like, oh man, now I gotta deal with this shit. No, it's just because there's a certain level of feeling that and the emotion that people are gonna have at a poetry mic, and it's always like right here in a little hazy area. You know, people are like, "Oh man, this is nice." Snap, snap, snap. Cool.
Right.
And then I come and it's like, "Oh, people are laughing now, like laughing hysterically." And it's like, "Dude, I fucking needed that. Thank you." Like, I don't know. I was just crying 2 seconds ago, and then you came, and now I pissed myself a little bit. You know, this is good.
I was leaking here, now I'm leaking here.
Yeah. And it is refreshing. It is very refreshing to see that it does that, but it's not easy to write to that caliber of like, oh, this was a really good silly poem. You know, like I've been fucking wrestling with this for quite some time now, that I wanted to not always just be talking about my dick and balls and stuff. You know, I wanted to talk about something that people can relate to, but also be really, really funny with the punchlines and everything.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I've learned, that it takes. It took me being a comic to actually bring that style of poetry to the stage, just because. Like, you know how when you do comedy, you have your pauses, you have you're waiting for the laughter and everything. But when you do poetry, you're just reciting. And so whenever I got up there, I would just recite and I would run over the laughter. And I'm like, oh, okay. So me doing it for so long, I understood that, like, even though I am reciting, like, this is still a punchline. So just wait for the laughter to die.
Yeah, it has to be a little more interactive than just a performance.
Yes.
Like, you don't do that for music. You don't stop the song to be like, are y'all digging that first verse? How y'all like that first verse? Well, check out this chorus. You know, they don't do, there's no other art form that you have to like stop and like wait for the reaction.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you do. I guess, you know, theater and stuff, you have to do that, but it's less,
right.
You know, it's a little less
it's
obvious.
Not intentional. Yeah. This I am intending
it's not
to
like
use
while I'm looking at you, you know. Did y'all catch that?
Did you get it? Yeah.
Check out verse 2.
Yeah, and that came over time, just being like, oh, this is, oh, okay, I need to, because even though my next few lines is gonna be good, you ain't gonna be able to hear it because you're still laughing at the last shit.
Yeah,
so now I have to wait. Yeah, which is, it's fun. It's fun to do, but it's also nerve wracking and scary, just because it's something different, and I know it's gonna change the mode in the room. So it's just like,
yeah. Oh, you kind of know, like, oh, I'm gonna surprise people. That's a good thing to have in your back pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be a good thing for me too. Like if I'm in a place where, you know, I'm the only white guy or something. Like they're already kind of looking at me funny, so you know, just acknowledge it right away.
Hence the Skies and Stars show,
right? Which was, just, you know,
which was a good time.
Try to surprise people.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm here to have fun. I think you'll like me. Just give me 5 minutes. You know?
It was a very refreshing set, sir.
Thank you.
It's been a minute since I've actually got to watch stand up, just because, you know, I'm in a different realm now, so it's just like, oh, this is good. Oh, I miss being able to see some good jokes. Right. You know, it's just like, it was in person, being able to just get at it and be like,
live comedy is just different vibe.
It is different. Yeah, like it's one thing to see online, but it's another thing when you're actually in the room. Yeah, you feel the vibe in it. How's your online presence? How do you?
It's very young.
Do you care for it?
You know, there's parts of it I like. I don't, you know, love the self-promotion stuff, but I have friends who, some of them do like it, and so I just, you know, I don't want to be as obnoxious as some people I know, but I do realize that if you don't tell people what you're doing to some extent, if you don't ask for like, hey, can you check this out? Like, I know we're friends, but can you just go check this out?
Right.
Like some people just won't, you know. I try to put myself on the other side of it too. Like if I'm looking at somebody else's stuff, like, I think you could do it in an entertaining way. I think that's the biggest part. Like doing like the self promo or whatever, advertising yourself. Do it in a fun way, and that's what I'm trying to get better at. Like, I don't want to just put up a flyer.
Yeah.
You know. Like, or just whatever. Like, you know, I'm not there yet. I have a terrible camera on my phone, but I would like to be doing like skits. You know, like even if, you know, 5-10 second thing. whatever. I think that when you make it more personal and you put like a little bit of effort into it instead of just a picture, and if it's something like you think would be funny or whatever, then yeah, you can do it.
Usually once you garner your own audience, that's when things get a lot easier.
Right.
Which is,
they know your
they know your exactly. They know your style, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is what it's gonna be. I'll be able to follow this." My thing is, that's just another job that I would have to do, like, because in the beginning I got all the equipment, I got the tripods, I got everything, and I'm like, yeah, this is what it's gonna be. This is what I'm gonna do. I got me gimbals and shit. I'm like, I got a whole crew back in New Orleans. We was gonna get it, and then like,
it's a lot of work.
It's too much. It was way too much.
Yeah, it is. That's the biggest thing. Is it's a lot. Like, I think the easiest way is you just record your sets, find some little pieces in there, use that as your little clips and stuff. I don't have any, or they're on my Android phone. Can't see or hear anything. Like, is that even you? So
yeah,
this is an AI generated video.
I've recently there's certain little tricks and shit that people have given me, like little lapels and shit that you
that's a good idea.
The wireless one that you can hook up to your phone, so whenever you are recording from your phone, you have the
mic right on you.
Yeah, that is helpful. I've actually shot some footage and stuff like that. But anytime I do go up on stage, usually it's the poetry mic or something like that. So instead of me having to always search for the comedy room or the comic, the funny, I just do my poetry shit, and using my poetry is silly, so I don't mind if that gets out there compared to my actual set that I work on, because that's me coming from the era of comedy that I come from. Like, we want to kind of keep our things kind of sacred, kind of, they're ours, and there's as I lived in fucking LA for that year, I've seen the monsters that they have out there, and I was like, oh man, that was good. And then you would see them turn around and go tell it. I'm like, son, I'll beat you up. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, did you seriously just take my shit?
Like, I know that there's a lot of like parallel thinking.
Yeah,
but,
right.
When you have a somewhat unique premise, and someone else uses that premise, you're like, wait,
what are we doing?
You weren't doing that joke a month ago.
No, you weren't.
But at the same time, like, sometimes people tell a joke and I don't like their punchline, but I like the premise. So
yeah,
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. But like, if someone's straight up like using your joke,
your shit,
it's like, or if they change like one little thing, it's like, okay, you took that from me, and the thing that sucks is you've been doing this longer than me.
Right? So you're gonna the eyes
probably
on you.
Do my bit better than me,
and that's exactly what it is out there. Because it's like, you didn't even change shit.
Right.
You just stole it, and you just gonna put your little swing on it.
Right.
And now, since more people know you than they know me, you could just run with it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness.
They'll be like, whose joke did I steal? I don't even know him.
What? I didn't take that.
Never seen him.
Like, oh, okay. That's what we're doing? All right. So this is not saying that, people are looking through my fucking, looking through your Instagram or anything like that to go ahead and take anything.
There's a certain part of me that's like, if I put a clip of a joke, then I kind of don't want to say that joke again. Not that I have like some crazy following or like people are going to remember me, but it can happen. And it just, I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of like that, that weird thing. Like, once I put it online or something, and that, especially because right now I only have a few clips up there.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, well, you're definitely going to recognize this if you came here based on something you saw online.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
But see, the fun thing is, especially with people that aren't like the normies, the people that aren't comics and shit, they want to hear that again.
Yeah, that's true. And they're different every time I tell them.
Yeah.
I happen to get a decent take of some things that I put online.
Right.
both visually and, you know, my delivery or whatever. But yeah, they're different now. Like,
Yeah.
even those things that I've posted before, they're different every time I tell them.
Yeah.
I told things differently at Skies and Stars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I even kind of like put some stuff in there I hadn't done before just because I was really
extra.
trying to be the squeaky clean. And,
Yeah.
you know, trying to come up with a theme too, you know.
How'd you feel about the cleanness? Was it difficult or?
For me, it wasn't super difficult. So go back to what you were talking about, like subject matter and like, you know, just talking about your dick and balls, like that to me is somewhat easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. It can be funny. No,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like I'm not like above that by any means, but I feel like it's a little bit easier than to have like, you know, just a weird perspective. Like, hey, did y'all ever think about what, you know, something somebody has not thought of,
Right?
Like not something common, but just something off the wall, or just personal experiences. To me, that someone else has not experienced. That you have a unique perspective is funnier to me.
Yeah, that's how I like to look at things now, because I've always known growing up that I was the weird one everywhere I went. So I'm like, because I don't think like you guys think, which is now I've just kind of embraced that more. Just being like, oh, you know, every time I do go places, like it, especially at work. People are like, he's the intelligent one, but he's also gonna tell you some shit that you probably ain't never heard of, and you probably gonna want to look it up and be like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is this what you think about on a daily? Yeah, that's what I
just
do.
like weird stuff.
I like the weird
I like
shit.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
I can't lie, and that's what it is. Like, and going to different places, especially places maybe you don't go a lot or you haven't been a lot, or like a couple times I went to Swagger. Like, you been to Swagger?
What is that?
I was just like pretty much a black club, but it's cool. Like, it's not like,
Oh no, I've never
like,
been there.
No, it's cool. Leroy is the host over there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cool club, but you know, obviously, I walk in the door and I'm like, "What is this guy doing here?" but then, you know, you get up there and you want to be authentic. You want to be yourself, which for me is like, I'm a little weird. Like, you know, I'm gonna say some weird stuff. So halfway through, you might be like, okay, I get it. This guy's just weird. And so then maybe next time you'll be like, oh yeah, I like this weird guy. You know?
Yeah.
That's the hope.
Yeah, I've ran into I've ran into a lot of that, especially because me being the small guy, I like to play into me being small, but
Lean
also
into it.
it makes it easier on me and not having to think about, oh, these people gonna think
What
that
are
I'm
they
small.
thinking about me?
Yeah.
Just
Like,
get it out of the way.
I basically call it my Eminem factor. Like, I go ahead and 8 Mile myself automatically.
Came out the trailer park.
Yeah. So it makes me feel a whole lot better about when I get on stage, because I get to be the person that I am. And once that happens, it's like, oh, all right, this is good. This makes me feel like I am seen. You know?
It can take a little bit of the tension out of the room too. Yeah, because they were like ready to say something. They're like, "Oh, he already said it.
He already said
He already got me.
Yeah,
he beat me to it.
I've definitely. It also helps in like actual personal situations, to where if I go somewhere and somebody's like, you know, getting a little flustered or something like that, and it's like, oh, you know, such and such, yada yada, you this, and it's like, that's all you got?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna hit you harder, all right?
Yeah.
And just to let you know, like, you probably won't like what I tell you, but whatever you tell me, I probably told myself 5 times worse than that.
Right.
So if you prepared, you know,
I got roasted worse than junior high. Like, better come on.
This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. Oh, yeah. Oh man, this scene has been. It's been a challenge for me. Like,
It still is. I mean, there's challenging aspects for sure.
Yeah.
Even now for me, like doing it for a little bit and regularly.
Shit, you what? You're close to making a year now?
No, I started in May.
Right. Oh, okay. My
So
math is terrible.
Close to probably 6 months.
Oh shit! But you've always been writing, so it never mattered.
Yeah,
It never mattered. Yeah, you
Some
just
of this
didn't-
stuff I probably wrote a couple years, maybe even longer ago, because you know I have like some stories.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I lived a weird life, so It's just trying to get cut through the brain damage, the CTE, and dead brain cells to try to remember those stories.
What branch of the military were you in for
Marines.
10 years? Oh, shit, you're a jarhead.
For real.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is that why the military, since no one else was in the military?
I was kind of misguided after high school. Like, I took a year, tried to go, like, the community college route, but I was out there. I was doing a lot of crazy stuff, like drugs and alcohol, and just, probably down the road to destruction. And, my parents, to their credit, kind of corralled me. What else is there, kind of thing, probably. But, hey, let's go talk to some recruiters. I talked to every recruiter.
Yeah.
Air Force, I almost joined the Air Force, but then they did like a background check and then kind of stopped answering my calls.
Oh.
But then the Marine Corps, like, to
we
their
want
credit,
this one.
they were persistent.
Definitely.
And also, I was just kind of like, well, if I'm going to join the military, like, let's go balls to the wall. Like, if we're going to do it, let's do it. Like, I'm not doing anything right now. So let's go to the hardest difficulty level. Like,
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what you did, sir.
That's what I did. I was like, well, Air Force won't take me. Can't go the Kush route. We're going to go the hardcore route.
The Kush route.
Yeah.
My brother's in Japan right now living the life because he's in the Air Force. Air conditioning.
Yeah, I was in Japan, but we have different living conditions.
Yeah, no. My older brother, he was a Marine, and he didn't get.
Yeah,
he's not a Marine anymore.
From the Marine Corps base sometimes, and for whatever reason, have to go to the Air Force base. And just like, man, something's not right. Like, we're getting all the credit for
yes, exactly.
being badasses, but we got bed bugs. Y'all have catering. Seriously, we had a base in San Angelo, Texas. Fortunately for me, I was married at the time, so I lived off base.
Oh, nice.
But the barracks on base, the Marines and I think some of the Navy, it was like a joint service base because it was a school. Some of the Marines and Navy lived in barracks that were literally condemned. The Air Force lived in a literal hotel on the base. Like, if you came to visit the base, you could stay at that hotel. They stayed at the hotel, which meant that they could leave their dishes in the sink, and they could leave their bed unmade, and maid service would come make their room up every day.
Oh,
meanwhile, we're having inspections, and like, if your room's not clean, you can't go out on the weekend. Like, something's not right. We all.
Oh shit!
We all get paid the same basically, so it's just the perks, man.
It's just that y'all get to press a button.
But they're selective. They wouldn't take
me. We gotta be out in the field. So.
They're selective.
Wow, that is a perspective to look at. Yeah, hey, but it makes you a totally different person, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good. The discipline is always there.
Yeah.
10 years though.
Yeah, too long. Too long. Agree. It's too long. Too long or not long enough.
Or not long, one or the other.
Like 20 years is retirement. 10 is just extended misery. Like, why? Stupid.
That is true. I got another friend. He's in the Air Force, and he was like, I think I'm going to enroll again just so I can get the extra. I was
and I even tried to go back. That's how stupid I am. Well, the reserves, but they were like, no, man. You've done enough for your country.
Thank you. Yeah, he went back in. He came back with a boat. I'm like, damn.
Oh, wow. That's a bonus.
He was at a certain
Navy?
point.
Was it a destroyer?
Well, shit. No, it was more like a mini yacht. What he bought. I was like, oh, you living good, huh? Oh yeah, I'm good.
That's that bonus money.
Yeah,
but military people, we also make stupid decisions financially. I had a Corvette. I had 2 Corvettes.
2 of them.
Not at the same time, but Corvette. People are just on base or watching me in a Corvette and like, what rank is he? There ain't no way. I'm flexing.
Yeah.
9 months later, taking it back to the dealership. I gotta go on deployment.
Oh,
sure you
do. Sure. That's hilarious. Yeah, I am just getting up to the point to where I can afford a Cadillac, and I can't even afford it. You know, so
Like this house. Sounds like this house.
Yeah,
Finally got a house and I can't afford it.
yeah, basically. Woohoo!
VA loan got me in the door, but then they dipped. You're on your own now, buddy.
you all right? No.
I put in a good word for you, but
oh, man.
something about bootstraps. I don't know.
Pull them up.
Yeah. Reach down, pull 'em up.
Whew, yeah. I just wish that, life was much easier.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any easier though. The older you get, I thought at a certain point that, I would be I thought I'd be like here on this like step. Mm-hmm. Instead, I'm on a conveyor belt of the same step, and it's like, oh,
treadmill.
fuck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not progressing, especially since I went to jail, and it was like, haha, vape.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
back
damn.
to start.
Yeah.
Roll again. Lose your turn.
Do not pass go.
Yeah.
Do not collect
Go
$200.
directly to jail.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is a for sure setback. I can definitely relate to those type of setbacks.
Well, once I get out of it, I always tell myself, all right, because I was able to save this much money to keep doing this and still stay afloat.
Yeah.
Man, once I get out, I'm going to be saving so much. It's never like that, though.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier each day. You just get used to it. Like, oh, yeah, today's going to suck again. Cool.
Yeah, it's like,
all right.
I always think that, oh, yeah, I'm going to have a good little bit by the time, next year comes around. And, I should be here. And it's like, I still haven't passed this cap yet. I've tried. Yeah. I was doing well, and it started to shoot up, and then dumb shit happened, and now I'm back under the water. Right. It's like, what? Did I do something wrong? No, didn't do anything wrong. That's just life.
Yeah, just hiccups that you couldn't have seen coming. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I would have saw it coming, he wouldn't have found it. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you, you wouldn't have found that shit at all.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Yeah, that would have been keistered or something, but you would have been gone. You would not have known. Yeah, it's the worst shit ever. And that's the first time I ever had to show somebody that I didn't know my asshole. And I was like, this is beneath me. I didn't expect this at all.
Yeah.
Over a vape pen, They
think vape pens are like methamphetamine.
I don't get it. And I was like, bitch, I can show you where a meth house is at. I can show you one right now. If this is what it is.
Yeah, y'all are barking up the wrong tree.
I got work tomorrow.
Yeah. I just got off work, and I'm going to work tomorrow. Leave me alone.
Trying to be a good citizen out here. I don't bother nobody. Yeah, he was happy. I'm pretty sure I gave him a bonus that night. So.
Yeah. High five from the boys at the station.
Yeah.
Got him, buddy.
Got me one.
Yeah, I gave him the old light over the license plate was out. Yeah, he fell right into it.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
I can only now say it like with a smile because
yours is done and over and done with.
Seen better days.
That is the worst shit ever. And then, like my lawyer, he said that he seen on the dash cam. He was like, his lights are so bright, you can't even tell that your lights are off. I'm like, yeah, let's run with that. Okay, let's run with that.
If they come to your door and they're like, hey, the light over your license plate is out, what are you gonna be like? No, it's not. I just checked it. I didn't know there was a light there until you told me. Until you gave me a ticket for it.
And I just figured out how to change them after I got in trouble for them. So.
Yeah, I keep them in the car. So I check them every day.
Yeah, I know better. Shit.
Fuses and lights.
My car doesn't tell me that those lights go out.
Right.
It tells me everything else though, but not those lights.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. The worst shit ever. It's okay though. It's
I
okay.
feel you, man. I
don't
don't mean
get
to
his.
make light of your misery.
Oh no,
but-
make light of it because this is where the jokes come from. When I
Yeah.
get back on stage, finally,
Yeah.
I'll be able to tell somebody something.
Right, yeah.
And this
Talk
is
about
this is how
whatever
they
county that
curate.
is. Is that Montgomery County?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I've mentioned Montgomery County in an audience one day, and they were like, "Ooh!" I was like, "Oh, so y'all know? Y'all know? They definitely know.
Yeah,
They definitely understand that Montgomery County is that bullshit." And my lawyer even told me, he was like, "Yeah, they racist out there." I'm
I was
like,
about to
"Damn."
say, yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, they know it. They know they
We don't
prejudice."
celebrate Juneteenth around here.
They'll tell you. They'll let you know. "Oh, we don't care for you
Yeah.
around here. It's mad. I'm mad that the other ones are here. But you? You? Come on. Come downtown. Come downtown, man. We got something for you." Put this jumper on that don't fit. Oh my goodness. Well, usually before I get out here, I like to play a game of choices.
Okay.
All right, and you got
remember
4
this.
options and 4 choices. All right. Now, all right. So your choices are: you got to be one, you got to raise one, you got to sell one, and then have relations with the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
And your options are: a mermaid, a mogwai, a Mexican, and a manatee. Be
Okay.
one, raise one, sell one, relations with the other one. Mermaid, mogwai, Mexican, manatee.
I actually did think about this, but I forgot. And all I remember is that I'm not into that silly stuff, so I'm only having relations with the Mexican. I assume it's a Mexican human, not like a Mexican chupacabra or Billy Goat. You just said Mexican.
I've never thought of that. No one's ever brought that to my attention before. Thank you, Jason.
Mexican, what?
It's a chupacabra.
That's an adjective or a noun?
That's why these have their own fingerprint, because you never know where they're gonna go. That's perfect.
So I would probably have to Mogwai. I think I would sell the Mogwai because that
Okay.
would be a lot of money.
Keeping it safe. I feel you.
And I would raise a manatee. So I would be a merman.
There you go.
A merman, Dad.
And perfect, because
Yeah.
Jason and then Jason Momoa. So you know,
Ah, man.
yeah, there you go. He's a mermaid. The merman. However you want.
It's a merman.
And everybody loves that merman. So you
A
know.
ball-headed merman. I don't have the locks. Like most mermen. I assume mermen, like mimosa, they have hair.
Yeah.
None
I
of
would. Yeah, nice flowing hair and scaly tattoos or
Yeah,
whatnot.
you got good mermaid hair.
Yeah, it's heavy
do
though.
not.
It's heavy. It don't flow as well.
It'll drag it down when you're trying to
a
swim.
little bit. I have
It's
a real
not
strong
aerodynamic.
neck. No. That's why I was like, the new black mermaid that we got. I'm like, ooh, it look like her head should fall off. And them locks that she got, that's salt water too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a strong neck. That's
It's been a good year for black people swimming.
yeah, apparently.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
The Alabama guy.
And you know she's a terrible swimmer.
really?
Oh yeah, just seeing her swim.
could have fooled me. Movie magic. You know what I'm saying? But
Like
one
a
of the best
terrible
I ever
swimmer.
seen do it
Yeah.
on that IMAX screen.
Oh, you
Beautiful.
haven't seen it in IMAX?
Of course.
Oh, that's dope. I've seen it at home
I'm
on
a
the
big
big
movie
screen.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big movie guy as well. But the missus, she don't like fish.
Oh.
So I couldn't take her.
No Nemo over there either. Huh?
No, she's like, that fish, flounder's too real for me to go see it. I can't take her to the aquarium and shit. Like, so it's just like, I have
why
to.
does she eat fish? Is that why?
Yeah.
She's
Salmon.
like, I don't want to put a face on it.
No, she just don't like the way they look. Like, especially with this bird, she's like, ugh, the face and shit, and like she'll go to the beach, but if there's a fish head, she'll freak the fuck out.
Wow. So she just doesn't like fish like
At
that.
all.
Like, ooh.
Yeah,
It's
like,
like a
ew.
ooh. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
It is. it is cumbersome. You know, I wish that I would love to go to the aquarium. You know, I would have loved to go see The Little Mermaid in the big screen.
Yeah,
but she was not feeling it. She was not.
So it's just that movie. She was like, no
said,
way.
No,
you
I
on your
can't.
own, buddy.
Yeah, it would be nice to go see Meg 2 with her, but she don't.
Oh yeah, I missed that one in the theater. I had to watch it on this, but yeah, that would have been a good one for the theater.
Yeah, and she's like, nah, who's this? If it ain't Pete Davidson,
Like,
I don't give a fuck
you
about
want
him.
to see a
Like,
gigantic fish? Out of your mind.
Out of your
Why did you
mind.
even ask me that?
Yeah, and she only cares for Pete. So
Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
I'm like, he looks like a fish his damn self. How do you look at that?
He just washed up on shore. He's some
I hope
vitamin
she
D.
hears this. Yeah, I hope you listen. And we definitely gonna shit on Pete every
Shout out to
episode.
you.
God damn it.
Fuck Pete Davidson. No, he's cool.
Yeah, he's all right. I can't really hate him. He does good for himself. Yeah. And he's a sad individual. It's like
He looks
shit.
sad.
Yeah. Here's the first time I've actually seen a SNL monologue that was still loved but wasn't funny. And it's like, damn, dude, like you brought the.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, I can't say nothing about it because it's your life and that's what happened. But fuck, now it was fucking live from New York. It's Saturday night. No, I don't change this shit. I'm out. You made me feel
Fast
bad,
forward.
yo.
Who's the music act?
It was Ice Spice.
There you go.
Yeah, and I don't care for her too much. Besides,
I don't
her
know
looks.
much about her. I mean, I heard her music. She kind of looks like a Muppet Baby or something.
She does. That is a good
But
description.
she's cute. I mean,
Yeah, a cute Muppet Baby. Which Muppet Baby? It wouldn't be a specific Muppet Baby, just a Muppet in general.
it's just like I don't know how to. I don't. There's not like I'm not thinking of a particular Muppet.
like if Jeff Dunham fucking
or maybe she would
made a
just be
new
like
puppet.
the one human friend to all the puppets. I don't know.
I still see her as a Muppet. Put her in felt, you know.
Yeah,
That's what
it's like I get a felt vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
That feels good. That feels good. You see where they can come. You see where the good jokes come from. This is having a great conversation with somebody. All right, Jason. I got a whole bunch of shit to do on a Saturday. I don't,
Yeah,
but this drive.
I hope you got some more stuff to do on this side of town because
I don't.
you made a trip.
I did.
I mean,
I'll probably go
hang
see
out
my
if you
dad. I do have to make sure that I can follow my way out here because I don't like. I swear, like exits and entrances were just blocked off.
They just close them
I'm like,
randomly. You don't find out till you're at the exit.
Yeah,
Like,
and then my GPS was like, "No, just make a U-turn and take that exit I told you to take." I can't take the exit because the police are blocking
it looks like you missed your exit. No, I didn't miss it. It's not there.
It's not there.
You missed my exit. You've been GPS me off. I don't know. Sometimes they don't work.
I felt it. I felt it coming. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good
knew.
one." Oh, all right. All right, that
This
was
is a bit of a letdown.
yeah.
Appreciate that. But they're not all winners.
Oh shit. Well, Jason, let everybody know where they can follow you at, man.
It's at your boy Jason J. Spelled just like that.
That's how you told me.
YOURBOY. Jason J.
Jason.
You can catch me at your local open mic.
The emphasis are your boy. That's
Your boy. Well, because some people are like, "Is it your boy?" I think you were like, "Is it your boy?"
I did ask
was
that.
like, man, I should have made it your boy. But it's your boy.
Your boy. Yes. Oh, man. And this has been Tell Me a Joke, the guideline to chasing the dream. I've been your host, Maniacal, Menace, Kyle Smith. Y'all know where y'all can follow me at. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. All right.